Keto for real life people. It is time for our Monday motivation pantry talk. I guess that's what you'd call it. Just gonna give this a minute and gonna see who starts popping in and let everybody who's coming on come on. And there's my Dory girl. Hello, sister girl. Hello. And we're just gonna keep on. I have so many ingredients to talk about. Hi, Nancy. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's had a great Monday. Guess what, guys? It felt like Monday to me. Hi, Olga. Hi, Belinda. Hi, Denise. Hi, ladies. Hello. Hey, June. So, hi, Dawn. We are just gonna let this build up. I'll just show you guys. I'll show you here that I have a rolly cart right here. Woohoo! This is. We're gonna have all kinds of stuff. I don't know if we can get through all of it in 30 minutes, but I figured we could give it a good shot, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna adjust myself a little bit because I feel. Let me see if I'm. Hi, Kathy girl. Hi, Helen and June, and happy Monday to you too. Let's see, we go. I wanted it to tilt a little bit because I wanted you guys to be able to see stuff, but also didn't want to have my head chopped off. Okay. DE, is that Delaware? I would assume it is. All the way from Delaware. Hey, guys. While we're waiting for everybody to show up, why don't you just pop in the bar where you're all from and what time it is. Well, you just tell me where you're from. Let's see who's the furthest one out. Let's see who's watching from the furthest away. That just sounds like fun while our people are building. I know that a lot of people said they were attending tonight, so I'm just giving this a few minutes and we could play the game and you guys could give me some thumbs and some hearts to start my algorithms to be going. That way it reaches more Facebook people, and then you could do the little share, and if you share it, type share. That way I'll give you a shout out. Ohio, Fort Myers, Michigan, West Tennessee, woohoo! This is awesome. Missouri, show me state. Love it. Well, y'all know I'm from East Texas, right? West Tennessee, sweet. We've got people from all over watching. This is awesome. Our numbers are growing. Hi, Rebecca. I see you. Donna Hale, Tennessee too. Ooh, we got a lot of folks from Tennessee tonight. That seems to be like the state. Missouri. There we go. Another Missouri. Indiana. Yes. Are y'all getting spring up there yet? I hope. Girard, Pennsylvania. I've been through there with my husband. Woo! Nova Scotia, Canada. Wow. Now I know Dory's up from the Alberta area too. Shared. Hi, Helen. Thanks for sharing. Thank you, Helen Hopper. Helen Hopper shared. Right on. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Chicago, Illinois. Nope. Katie says no, it snowed this morning. Darn. Oh, well, girl, I hope spring comes your way soon. Hi, Christy. Hi, everybody. Okay. Shared. Ashley said, Lynn Hogel shared. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Snowed last night, but gone already. Battleground, Washington. Ooh, my husband just got back from there last week. Washington State. So beautiful. Dory, Alberta, Canada. Whoop, whoop. Bloomington, Illinois. Snow melted. Yes. Spring is coming. Spring is coming. Whoop, whoop. We're supposed to get severe weather here tomorrow. It's tornado season, folks, in Texas. So, Linda LaRue, girl from my own heart, Texas. Kathy Quintana Owens shared. Thank you so much, Kathy. I appreciate it. Cole Harbor, Nova Scotia. Levittown, Pennsylvania. Shared. Nancy Lewis. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Those numbers are just climbing steadily. Hurley, Wisconsin. Big snowstorm tonight. Oh, yeah, girl. Snowstorm, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas. Winter hangs on a little too long there for my liking. Hi guys, hi guys. Okay, Pennsylvania. All right, we're gonna get started. Oh look, we got a SoCal girl here. Ellie Hauser, St. Augustine, Florida for Deborah. Guys, I'm so thrilled that so many people from all over the world, I can say that because we have 2 countries at least right now, showing up. This is awesome. And I'm so glad you guys tuned in tonight. We're at 6:35, Fort Worth, Texas. We have a lot of ingredients to cover tonight, okay? I have been receiving many questions in my inbox, through Messenger, through the Keto for Real Life People page, group, everything. And there seems to be a lot of, ingredients out there that not everybody understands. So I thought tonight I would just take the time to show you what I keep in my pantry. And it's not a complete pantry, but it is pretty well rounded for now. I wish I had a little more flour, and I wish that I had, maybe a couple of specialty items. But for the most part, I have a good hold on the basics. And these basic ingredients, you can do so many things with. So I thought we would start tonight. And, I don't know if y'all could see this table or not. And maybe if I skewed it like back a little bit, you guys could see all the stuff piled up. Thank you, Dory. Girl, my sister Dory invited her whole list to tonight. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. All right. So let's start out with the basics. The basic things that you can do. Now, we all know on keto that we can have all the meat we want. We can have our butter, and we can have cheese, and we can have heavy whipping cream, and we can have unsweetened almond milk. These are just some of the things that we keep in there, okay? But once we get past the basics and we start wanting to do things like make mug cake or keto pancakes, or maybe we're making keto 90-second mug bread, or any number of, breaded things like that. Okay, I thought, here we go. I'm just gonna pick up ingredients, explain them, tell you guys what I use them for. Thank you, Katie shared. Thank you, Katie. I'll just shout out when I see that word shared go by. And if I miss one, I'll come back at you in the comments, guys. So I'm just gonna pick up random ingredients, and I'm gonna talk about each one, and that way we'll get through this list and you will understand the things that I use. And I want to start first, guys, with, I'm going to bring my rolly cart up here a little bit so that I can kind of see what I'm doing without turning my back on y'all. I want to start with my favorite, okay? This is blanched almond flour, all right? Now, I don't know if it comes up backwards, but you guys get the idea. It is really white. It is super fine. And this is one of the main ingredients that we use for keto baking. I mean, from fathead pizza to even the nutritional yeast bread that I've been sharing everywhere. This is a main ingredient. Mug cakes, keto almond pancakes. So this is something that you can buy pretty much anywhere, even Walmart. This is where I got this bag. It was a 2-pound bag, and I paid about $11 for it. But it lasts, guys. It really does. When I'm making pizza or bread, that's probably when I'll use like 3/4 of a cup of something. So it's not like, most of the time it's in tablespoons. So 2 pounds will last everybody, okay? So I just wanted to pull it out. Like I said, I have a huge stack of stuff here. Some of it we need to talk about a little bit more just to explain what it is. But that's my number one thing that you would put in your pantry would be almond flour, and try to get it super fine. And I'm going to give this little shout out to Dory Girl. She makes her own, guys. She makes all of her own nut flours, from almond flour to walnut to seed flours. This lady rocks it. And if you've got the time and the inclination and you want to make your own, you could do that. You could buy in bulk and you could make your own nut flours. I'm about convenience, so I purchased my almond flour. All right. Still inviting and sharing. Oh my God, Dory girl. I love you. The next ingredient that I'm going to pull up, and I'm pulling up these Walmart ingredients, guys, because most of us have a Walmart that we shop at, you know. Almost everywhere across the country, there is a Walmart that you can shop. I pay $3.15 for a bag of organic ground golden flaxseed. This is another one. You see here, it gets used almost every day. This is another thing that you can use in your baking as well. You can add it to all of your mug breads, or you can add it and make your cereals. You can make crackers with it. You could add it for a richer texture. So say it calls for, you know, 3/4 a cup of almond flour. You could also take a couple tablespoons out and put some of this in, and you're going to get something really more depth, flavor, and texture. This is something, okay, Kat sees this too. Yeah, this is just, it's easy to obtain. This is what I put in my chia seed porridge every single morning. I do 2 tablespoons of this, and I'll just move on to this, chia seeds. I use 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, guys. The wonderful thing about this has 5 grams of carbohydrates per 1 tablespoon. It also has 5 grams of fiber per 1 tablespoon. So every tablespoon I use of this is 0 net carbs. It cancels itself out. But you figure if I'm using 2 tablespoons of this, that's 10 grams of fiber. Fiber helps me go in the morning and keeps me regular, as well as the ground flaxseed. Ellie, I'm going to tell you right now, the recipes, if I start talking about certain things, they're posted. They're posted in our recipe files under the keto group. And we will try to get those posted here in this feed tonight. Any of the recipes that I talk about, we'll try to go ahead and I'll get those copied and pasted in after the live. All right? So anyways, I'm going to tell you guys, this is a great source of fiber. For those who don't do chia seeds, you could sub hemp hearts. I don't have any hemp hearts, but you could do that if you're not a chia seed lover. But between this 4 grams of fiber per 2 tablespoons and this 10 here, you're getting 14 grams of fiber and a half a cup of cereal in the morning. Oh my God. This is must-haves. I get this one at Sam's Club. It's like $9, almost $10. And again, it comes with its own little scoop. Lots of things. You can ground this as well as use it whole seed. It's a great filler. And I'm going to move on to the next ingredient. Dory, I have not tried hemp hearts. It's on my list of things. Like I said, there's a few things I haven't quite got in my pantry yet, but I'm working on them. This is the whole psyllium husks. This is what I bought, and this is what I use to make my nutritional yeast bread. Hey, have a heart. Bro Bryce. Oh my goodness, that was cheesy. Okay, so guys, this is hemp hearts. This is what everybody's been asking me about, okay? Again, this is something you can put in your cereal in the morning. You can sprinkle this across. If you're needing more fiber in your diet, you can get this. This is the same stuff that they use to make things like Metamucil, you know, or they put in the little capsules, fiber capsules, psyllium husk. And it's just the plants. It's the husks off of a plant from India, and I'm sure it's called psyllium something. But, hey, don't quote me on that, all right? So on this one here, per 2 level tablespoons, you are getting 8 grams of carbohydrates and 7 grams of fiber. So again, for 2 tablespoons, that's 1 net carb. And when you put this in your nutritional bread, you're also going to get that fiber in your bread. So it's a win-win. Exactly. That's what we're talking about, Bryce. Making bread, it's a great binder. If you don't have this, I did look up, I didn't try it, but I did look it up, and you could use ground chia seed in place of this I can't guarantee the results, but it is also a binder, okay? This absorbs water and liquid like nobody's business. So does this. So this is what we got here, guys. This is what psyllium husk looks like. I paid, price tag is still on it, $5.99 for this. And I got it at my local health food store. So, like I said, I'm going through these quick here. Going through them quick. Let's move it on. Couldn't be keto without coconut flour too, right? Again, this is stuff we make tortillas with, we make cake with, we make bread with. A lot of times if you have a nut allergy, coconut flour is your best friend because it's, you know, obviously not from the nuts. So guys, other tips. My bags are cold and wet because I keep this, my almond flour, my ground flaxseed. They're also so high in fat that they can go rancid. So I keep all mine sealed down and stuck in my freezer so that it keeps them, okay? I don't use coconut flour as much. I don't know why, but I didn't. Let's see, for this bag I paid $5.69 for 1 pound. Bryce, oh no, not Bryce. Crystal needs a tortilla recipe. Girl, I know that's right. You ought to get a hold of Kat, because that lady right there, the crazy cat lady, she makes some tortillas now, let me tell you. Let's go on. Guys, I love this stuff. I'm going to have to open it because I can't not get it in my hand without doing that. It's so delicious. This is nutritional yeast, okay? Everybody says, what is it? Well, I was trying to find a way to use this. This is a super food, okay? It's not activated yeast. It's made from the same plants, but it's a super high nutritious superfood. 1 tablespoon of this, guys, gives you 180% of vitamin B, 70% of vitamin B3, 2% iron, 160% of B2, 140% of B6, 40% of your B12, pantothenic acid 30%, folic acid 40%. For those of you women who are still out there getting ready to have babies, us and folic acid are great, right? So this stuff right here is super great. You can sprinkle it on salads, you could put it on your eggs, you can put it all over everything. Think about it. We don't eat a lot of carbohydrates. We don't eat a lot of bread. We don't eat a lot of these enriched foods. So that's one of the areas that we could kind of lose out on is vitamin B. Now, I like this because 1 tablespoon, your vitamin B, and it tastes delicious. It's good. You could just sprinkle it all over. Be creative with it. It's just it comes in a seasoning shaker so that you can just, well, I'm like, I never do that. Okay. Spoon it. I can't get it. Or you can just sprinkle it, okay? Crystal, if you're in a desperate pinch, use the Fathead Pizza recipe. Basic, just roll them up into tortillas. She's having a cow over there. I miss them. So $5.75. And this is by Bragg's, the same company that makes apple cider vinegar, okay? This is good stuff. And if you're making the bread recipe, it's 1 tablespoon of this. And I get it at my local health food store. Seeing as how we talked about ACV, I'm just going to bring this up. I was at Drug Emporium. I love that store. It's a local health food store we have. And I bought this big bottle of apple cider vinegar with the mother in it for $2.99. This is good stuff, guys. It's good to just put in a hot tea if you're sick, if you've got a cold, if you've got a sore throat. The antibacterial properties in this are just, this is something I keep on hand whether I was keto or non-keto. This is my miracle fix-it-all type of drink. But when you're making your broths, or say you're slow roasting some meat, did you know just a teaspoon or 2 of this down in your slow cooker will break your meat down? It won't taste like apple cider vinegar, but it'll break it down into tenderness. The acid in it will do that. And if you are making bone broth, it helps release all of the collagen from the bones. So this is wonderful. I also like to add it to my electrolyte drink. And this goes in Dr. Ken and Nisha's Ketorade drink. So they use this. So you can get this, and it's organic. It's $2.99. Easy peasy. A must-have. I don't do without apple cider vinegar. Okay, I'm moving on. I'm moving everything off of my table. So what I need to do is, we'll talk sweeteners. Sweeteners. Let's go there. Okay, so there's all kinds of brands out there. You choose the one that you like best. This is the one that I like best. It's the pure sweetener. I bought it at Walmart. It was like $6.94. It's organic erythritol and organic stevia leaf. I like it. I don't experience any of the aftertaste that I get with a lot of other brands. So I like this too because it only calls for half the amount that regular recipe. If a recipe calls for 1 cup sugar, this is like half the amount. And I could even say a quarter of the amount, because once you've been on keto for a while, we all know that everything's too sweet. So when you're playing with recipes and it calls for sweetener, guys, go with taste. And I was going to bring this up, okay? When you are new on keto, as Miss Crystal is, and she's watching tonight, these kind of things right here are wonderful, and it helps with your sweet tooth. When I first started keto and I was making fat bombs or mug cake, I went full on with this sweetener, just like the directions said, and I was okay with it. Why? Because I was used to eating very sweet things, very sugary items in the non-keto world. And so I would use this, and it makes everything so sweet. I will tell you guys now that most of the recipes that I'm giving y'all, I hardly, you notice 1 tablespoon for a whole recipe, because to me, it just, the little bit of this goes a long, long way. And my taste, my palate has become so sensitive to sugary sweet that it doesn't take much. So this will last you a long, long time. My optional that I keep and I use in a pinch is stevia drops. Now these ones are the Walmart brand, and this is an actual stevia and erythritol liquid. So it's good. I mean, if you're just putting a few drops in liquid in a drink or a pitcher of tea or, you know, something like this, you could go here. It's one of my things I buy. It's in a pinch. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. This says, now guys, this is one of the most confusing keto products out there. Let me tell you, this is creamed coconut or pureed coconut or raw coconut. It comes in so much different labeling and verbiage you don't even know. You just have to kind of watch out. I've had different brands of this now, but this is creamed coconut. Do you see how it's just kind of crumbly? And you know, you can see where my spoon hit that one, right? Because I'll eat that stuff right out of the container. If you're having cravings, if you want something that kind of hits that spot as far as the sweet or even that peanut buttery texture, this is your go-to. Guys, I can eat this right out of the jar. Coconut butter, it is pure and unrefined cold pressed raw coconut. My other brand said creamed coconut. I bought another brand that said coconut manna. So yes, I'm going to plug Dory right here. She makes creamed coconut. Now you can do it. And I did pull, what did we have here? You can go to Walmart. That's going to be my go-to store, guys. I have Walmart or Brookshire's where I live. Brookshire's is high dollar, and I only go there to buy my Dasani water. So, but you can't beat a bag of organic, unsweetened coconut, and it's only like $2 and something, okay? So you could buy a bag of this. You can pop it down into your food processor and just hit spin. It will do its thing, okay? It will definitely do its own thing. And guess what? I'm not going to pay this one. I paid $7.69 for. This one I paid $2 for. Which one? If you've got a food processor, hey, you can't beat it. So, again, a lot of these items are just health food. You know, if they're Walmart, I'll yell Walmart. If they're a health food store, well, that's where they are. It's one or the other for me. Let's talk about just something different. Everybody asked me, what is True Lemon? Again, this is just something I buy at the grocery store. They come in little packets like Sweet and Low or little sweetener packets. All right? And all it is crystallized pure lemon. It's so intense. You put this on your tongue and you are going to pucker. But it tastes like pure lemon because it is. And there's 0 carbs and there's 0 calorie. So when you're wanting something light and springtimey, this is what I've been using, guys, in my heavy whipping cream. I will put a little bit of whipping cream in the bowl. I'll add a little bit of this pure. Instead of grabbing vanilla or something, I grab some pure lemon, a drop of food coloring, and it's delicious, light, lemony. So this is, and yes, Bryce, lemon, lime, orange on Amazon. I buy them all too because they're great in your water. You don't have to buy lemons to cut up to put a wedge in. You just drop some of this down if you're wanting flavor. Heck, you can even make your own lemonade with it. So, yes, they're good. They're great in drinks. They're great in drinks, but I bought them initially for my drinks. Even my adult beverages taste mighty fine with them, let me tell you. Just saying. But I was like, no, I can cook with these too. Oh, and on a taco, they rock. I've been out of lemon or lime, and I'm like, I need some of that little zest on there. Okay. Xanthan gum. This is the brand I use. This is a thickening agent, guys. This is what, for gravies, for sauces, use xanthan gum, even soups. I will, tell you, it is great. I used it, the last time I used this is when I made my cheddar broccoli soup. I just added 1 teaspoon to that huge pot that I made, and it helped just thicken it up. So when you're making something that, you want it to be a little bit more creamy, but you don't want to add more heavy whipping cream to it, you can get by with using this. This is what I make my country gravy with. This is what I use if I'm making Alfredo sauce. Brown gravy, although I'll tell you, when it comes to meat gravies, this can get a little weird looking scientifically, but it tastes great. It won't hurt you. Again, I got this at the health food store. It wasn't that expensive. I've had this one. Well, look, guys, it's still, oops, I got stuff on there. That's probably beef based from my beef broth. My beef broth. Try saying that 3 times, beef broth. All right, on we go, onward and upwards. Now, this one's not, this is a controversial one, but I'm going to pull it up there. This is what I used. You see how much is gone? It's not like I use a lot at a time. But, guys, I don't know what it is. When I am on keto, I get a taste for Thousand Island dressing when I'm having a salad sometimes. I don't know why, but I do. And so, when I looked at the carbs on this, it's just 1 carb per tablespoon. So I use this sparingly, very sparingly, you guys, because if I just take a tablespoon of this and I put it in some mayonnaise, and just give it that little bit, believe it or not, I can taste the tomato just pops through because my taste buds are so sensitive. And you can do a little chopped pickle, a little bit of garlic, this has got its own little bit of sweetness to it, just naturally from the tomatoes. Then you can do this. Also, I use this if I'm making barbecue sauce. You could take a little Worcestershire, or you could take a little bit of mustard, you apple cider vinegar. It depends on where you're from and what flavor you like on your barbecue sauce. Different regions have different acids. But if you're using a tomato base, you can use a little bit of this, and it will make all the difference in the world. And the only other thing I do is I cannot stand hamburger. I love hamburger, but only if it has ketchup on it, like a cheeseburger. Other than that, I can't stand the taste of it. So that's my sugar-free ketchup. I pulled this out. It's not that you necessarily have to have it in your pantry, but I thought it was worth talking about for a minute. This was something that Cece Compton mentioned in her transformation video that she did with us the week before last, okay? This is green matcha tea. I did get it at Walmart. It was like $6 for this little bag, but I'll tell you, a little bit goes a long way. Guys, this is so full of chlorophyll and phytonutrients. It is so green. Oh my gosh, it is just like green tea on steroids, because they shade the plant and they do all the special stuff. And I'm sure at midnight they chant over the leaves. You gotta have some special stuff, right? You know, it smells like grass. It smells like fresh. Look how green it is. But it has more ECG in it. Now, if y'all don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it to you. Because I'm not a scientist and I'm not a doctor. So I'm not explaining that to you. But what I will tell you, I do know is, we all drink ECG. We all drink green tea because it helps us burn fat, right? Well, I think like, I don't know if they had it. I read somewhere that like, this is 10 cups. One cup of this will equal 10 cups of regular. So this is what Cece drinks too. And when I did my OMAD fast, and I was on my first 24-hour run, and I started getting a little bit hungry, I had a glass of this. And you know what? Hunger gone. And I got some great benefits. And you could add this to your muffins as well. You could get that extra nutrients, and you could be kind of gourmet, you know, matcha tea muffins. All right. Okay, guys, I'm moving on to nuts. Nuts. We all know they're pretty common, but I will let you guys know that I do eat nuts. I've got roasted almonds, all right? They're in slices, so I can just sprinkle them on my salads, into cauli rice for rice pilaf, into cereals if you're wanting to make your own cereal in the morning, okay? Keto splain, woman. I will splain. I have sunflower kernels, which I don't use them very often, but they do when I want that little bit of crunch in my salad, or a little bit of, it's right there. Pecans and walnuts. Now, I didn't pull out the jar, but I was brave, and I did do an Instagram, I think, with Dory. I think we did it together. And I make almond or walnut butter with this. And it's delicious. And she walked me right through it, guys, because I was like, why not? Why not, right? We're just playing around in the kitchen today. So, for every cup of nuts that you put in your food processor and grind up, add a little pinch of your salt, add a little pinch of sweetener if you like. If you don't have to. I like, so I did. And then as it pureed, I drizzled 3 tablespoons of olive oil down into it, for every one tablespoon for every cup. It's delicious, delicious, delicious. Okay. Here's another thing I bought. Now here's where Dory would come in super duper handy. These are your cacao nibs. And what they are is the actual pure chocolate, okay? And they are very tasty. You can sprinkle them into your cereal. You can grind them for a little crunch. Honestly, all I've done so far is open them up and smell them and pretty much taste one little nib. But they smell so good. I'll give them a crunch. Very delicious. Super high in flavonoids. Very good for you. Very good, guys. I paid $5.99 for 8 ounces. But again, this is one of those products I think a little dab is going to take you a long, long, long way. Great way to add texture. I love it. Love it. So I'm not dwelling on that one. I had, oh, right here in front of me. Ellie, I got mine at Drug Emporium, but I'm sure you could get them at Natural Grocers, Trader Joe's, or any other whole health food store that's out there. Yes, Bryce, that's a good way to put it. It's like chocolate-covered espresso beans without any sweetness. Nancy Berry, it's not, replay. We haven't finished yet, but thank you for watching. Dory, drop 3 or 4 in your coffee. Yum, will it melt? Because that doesn't taste very melty. It tastes kind of woody or textured woody. So, all right, I'm going to show you guys something that we don't really talk about, haven't talked about it as much, but I like to buy this stuff. You know, you could buy natural peanut butter and like Smucker's, and it's just salt and peanuts, and or any other brand you like. But most peanut butters out there, Skippy's, Walmart, store brands, whatever, they have so much added sugars and palm kernel oil. I mean, it's not even, it's just like a peanut mixture, not a creamy peanut butter. And I just want to let you guys know that if you're craving the flavor of peanut butter, I find this to be just fantastic because it doesn't separate on me. I can use what I want of it. It's so good if you just take it. You know how you'll take powdered sugar and you just kind of dust something like a drink or whatever. So if you were making keto hot chocolate, which is getting warm now, and then you just dust a little bit of this peanut butter powder over the top and get that chocolate peanut butter thing going. Or if you've got whipped cream, I make a peanut butter whipped mousse with this. If you're doing a keto smoothie, you're getting that good peanut butter. I love chocolate peanut butter and banana. This is what I go to. Ellie, I have been keto. This is my 2nd time around on keto. And so now I am in since January 1st. And you guys, I haven't announced it, but I am down 38 pounds because yes, my OMAD did work. I went from 34 pounds down to 38 pounds. So yes. And I still think it's more because I got a little puffiness. So I can't wait. I'm happy. It's all great. Yeah, you can grind your own peanut butter too. You could buy peanuts, you can roast them, you could buy them roasted, you can grind your own. This to me is just an easy thing, especially for people who are on the go and you don't have a lot of time. When I was getting up and having to go to work, even prior to keto, and I was still trying to eat healthy, this and a little bit of protein powder and some almond milk and some cocoa powder, some ice, some chia seeds, I was good for go. And of course, then I was having a banana. I don't do bananas anymore, guys. So, but it is a great, quick alternative, and I wanted to point it out to you. All right, trying to look around here because I have all these groceries to put away. Okay, I think we covered nuts. We did. Guys, I don't have the label on it because it was all the way up and around, but this is ghee. This is clarified butter. So if somebody, you see a recipe and it says ghee, G-H-E-E, this is what it looks like. It usually comes in a jar. Again, this is one of these fats that I love to use. Do you know why? You know when you go to the movie theater and you get that butter that you like to put all over your popcorn? This is what it smells like. It's so damn good. It's so tasty. But you can cook anything and everything with it. Yes, you can put it in your coffee. Yes, you can put it and cook your eggs in it. Anything that fat can need. These are great for making fat bombs too. Why? Because it solidifies after it has cooled back down. So I love me some ghee. It is so good. And if you're dairy, I mean, if butter messes with you, this has no dairy left in it. It is pure fat, creamed fat, however you want to put it. And you can make it on your own. You can cook it low and slow and make your own ghee or clarified butter. So, somebody used banana extract, but a little goes a long way. Yes, you will learn that very quickly. A little dab goes a long ways. I do have my basket of extracts right here, by the way. So, but I want to talk about MCT oil. Okay, this is another thing in your pantry. Now, a lot of people only buy it because they think it's going to help them burn more fat. And that's why I bought it too, guys. I'll be honest. It's pure, whatever. You can cook with it, though. You can drizzle it in. You can make salad dressings with it. You can use this any way you want to. It's not just for bulletproof coffees, guys. This one I paid, it's Nature's Way, 100% potency, 100% no filler oils, no nothing. Pure source. $16 for oil. Okay? I'll never buy it again. I'll be honest with you. Okay? I'm not a big fan of it, but that's okay because a lot of people love it, and that's your all's preference or whoever's preference. But I can tell you this, coconut oil comes in right beside it. This is from this. And this was only $8.97 for this big bottle of coconut oil, and I'm still getting medium chain fatty acids. I can still use it to cook with. I can still bake with it. So it's up to you guys. You know, you could have both. I do. Or you could just say, hey, I can't afford $16 for this. You're still going to reap the benefits of eating these medium chain fatty acids. And it's not just coconut oil that has the medium chain fatty acid, or it is the Kerrygold butter or regular butter. It's your bacon fat. It's your ghee. It's your avocado oil, your lard, your tallow. They're all medium chain fatty acids. So you buy what you can buy on those, okay? Bryce uses it in an oil spritzer, and so everything gets a little spritz of MCT oil. You know, so there's so many ways you guys can use this. And I do keep extra virgin olive oil. This is just Walmart brand. I like it when I'm doing Italian and stuff like that, and it's great for making salad dressings too. You just can't go wrong. And besides, this is the alternative. This is the compromise oil that we use in our house. We do not have any canola oil. We do not have any vegetable oil. We do not have any corn oil. We do not have any artificial spreads or margarines. We do not carry any of that, and I haven't for years. I quit buying those things years ago. This is the funny stuff. My husband comes up. He decides to fry himself potatoes, right? And he reaches up in the cabinet, and he pulls it down, and he looks at it. I guess they changed the shape of the bottle because he freaked out. He's like, when we start using this? I was like 7 years ago. You know, now he knows he uses olive oil for everything. And let's see, I think here, this is something, guys, I told you to, okay? Like, I make my own bone broth every week. I make chicken bone broth, which I'm fixing to make a pot tonight. I ran out completely this weekend. But I do keep some beef base on hand, 2 carbs. It's just sea salt and beef and all that. In a pinch, it's good. And if you're needing some extra sodium and your electrolytes are off, especially if you're a newbie, you know, got to keep them up, you know, this comes in handy. Or I made a keto meatloaf, and I wanted a little bit of brown gravy to go with it. So I used a little bit of beef broth in there. It's just, you can buy it in cubed, you could buy it in the box. I just like buying the base because, you know, it'll last a long, long, long time. So I'm taking a look around. Oh, I got two more things to do here. Oh, and I've gone over. Guys, these are extracts. These are all different flavors that I got. And you know what? I did not buy this all at once, all right? I've got butter, I've got coffee, I've got lemon, I've got almond, I've got maple, I've got banana, caramel, of course, vanilla, cinnamon, aniseed, orange, all of them, okay? A little dab goes a long way. Again, if I wanted sweetener in my coffee or just a flavor in my coffee, a drop. You can add a drop of whatever flavor you want to your coffee and you get that flavor. But mostly I use it in my desserts, my fat bombs and things like that. It's so easy to make lemon. I did try the lemon extract in my lemon fat bomb. I did not like it, so that's why I went with the true lemon. But when I make the cereal in the morning, I do use just a little pinch of either the maple or the banana or the caramel in my cereal. It is delicious. And then I add extra walnuts or pecans, and it's great. These are unflavored packets. I like buying it this way because it's cheap, first of all, and it's easy to use. These are unflavored gelatin packets. This is what makes keto jelly. Okay? I did buy pectin, and I did find no matter which pectin you buy, it has dextrose. It's the main ingredient, which is not good for us. So I just tossed it and said, all right, we're going to move it on. And I did not want to make chia seed jelly because that's not jelly. That's just something to get us through, right? So I just made this weekend strawberry preserves. Yum, yum, yum. My kids lost their ever-loving mind. I gotta pop the seal on this. It is good. It is delicious. It is firm. This was the base that also made my strawberry banana ice cream, which I'm still trying to perfect. I've made it twice. I haven't perfected it. Okay, guys, so anyways, this comes into play. This gelatin is miraculous. I stabilize whipped cream with it when I want things to stand firm and I don't want that whipped cream falling down and breaking. I use it to make the jellies, the blackberry jelly, now the strawberry jelly. I took the strawberry jelly. I could tell you right now, the strawberry jelly, which has gelatin in it, so if I heat it, it will liquefy, all right? I took 10 ounces of cream cheese and softened it and mixed these two together and poured it back, and it tastes just like strawberry no-bake cheesecake. So now I'm working on a crust that I like, and that one's coming too. So that's my little teaser at the end, guys. That gelatin is cheap, it's easy, and you can do all kinds of thickening with it. Create all kinds of little fruit jams that we can have, blueberry, blackberry, strawberry. I mean, all about it. And I got some cute jars too. And last but not least, salt. We need salt. This is my last thing, guys. I buy this brand at Walmart. It's by Sam's Choice. It comes from Sam's Club, I'm sure, okay? It is just the pink Himalayan salt. It is only $4. It lasts me forever. And then I also buy Morton's light salt. This is what I use, of course, seasoning all my food. But I use this as well. I alternate back and forth because I want extra potassium sometimes. You know, if I'm eating an avocado, I'll salt it up. If I'm eating a salad, I might sprinkle this on it just because I'm getting a little extra potassium. And I definitely, every single day, I'll call this your bonus, okay? Every single day, a teaspoon of this natural Vitality Magnesium, a pinch, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of this, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of this salt. If it's daytime, I even go in and add a squirt of vitamin B12 to it, okay? I put a little bit of warm water, give it all a mixture, top it off with cold water, and add a little ice. And if you like, you can add a squirt of flavoring to it. I'm getting good. Sometimes I add ACV to it. But I make these electrolyte drinks. I like drinking them. It's a great alternative. And we need the extra electrolytes anyway. And in East Texas, or I'm sure Tennessee, anywhere across the South, even all the way up to Minnesota, because golly, I lived there for 8 years when I was a kid. Humidity. When you get that humidity and you start sweating this summer, you're going to feel it. So we can really lose our electrolytes. We can get rid of some sodium stuff just because of the heat. So there's an idea right there for you how to use that. Guys, you've been great. I hope you enjoyed my keto pantry tonight. I hope y'all learned something. I will catch your comments, and if there's any particular question, I will try to look them up, and I will also post recipes for the chia seed cereal or some of the other, maybe nutritional bread, yeast bread, and all that, okay? You guys have been great. Thank you for showing up. Please do me the honor of share to your group, share to your page, share to your news feed. I don't, just wherever. Send it in Messenger, heck, if you want to. You guys have a wonderful Monday night. I will see you all Wednesday on Wellness Wednesday. And I'll talk to you on Wednesday. Oh, I know. I was like, what am I supposed to be saying right now? Remember, guys, fats first, moderate protein, low carb. Get you some. Thank you, Lynn, for sharing. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you for sharing, everybody. Talk to you later.